Today I've got a really cool magic trick for you. As you can see, I have an array of numbers up here, 1 through 16 in a 4x4 grid. I'm going to have you pick 4 numbers from this grid, and I am going to predict the sum of those numbers, not knowing what you're going to pick. It sounds crazy, but I'm going to be able to do it. Here we go. So what I want you to do first is choose a number from the first row. For example, you might choose the number 2. If you do, then cross out the rest of the numbers in the first row and also cross out the rest of the numbers in the column with the number that you chose. In my case, I'd be crossing off 6, 10, and 14 because I've chosen the 2. So that's my first number, 2. So you can have whatever number you want, 1, 2, 3, 4 in that first row. Now, we're going to move to row 2, and you're going to pick a second number. This time, you can pick anything you want except the one that you might have crossed off on that first choice. In my case, maybe I'll pick 5, and then I'm going to cross off everything on the second row because I'm done with the second row. And I'll also cross off everything in the first column because the 5 is in the first column. So now I have 2 numbers, 2 and 5. You have whatever you have. Go to the third row and pick a number. Do the same thing. Cross everything else out in the third row. Cross out everything else in that column that you've chosen. In my case, I might choose 11, crossing these off and crossing those off. Now, when you get to the fourth row, you're probably going to find that you only have 1 number left. So choose that as your 4th number. Now take your 4 numbers and add them up. Now I'm going to guess what you have. I'm going to guess that the sum of your numbers is 34. Okay, you should be surprised that I got the sum of your 4 numbers without knowing what you were going to pick. Now, usually when people see magic tricks like this, they wonder why, how does it work? So I want you to take this and run with it. Figure out how I did it. Is the sum always 34? If it is, why is it always 34? And then you might even ask other questions like, what happens if I did a 3x3 grid and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Would the trick work then? Would it not? What if I number them differently, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and I do even numbers instead? Will the trick still work? Will the sum still be the same? Will it be different? Go and explore. Also, I'll be back shortly with some ideas and clues.